Hey everyone, I'm Ben Hinson. Thanks for stopping by. In my last video, we explored the differences between human-centered design and traditional business problem solving, and why blending both leads to smarter, more grounded innovation. That video really laid the foundation for thinking beyond just the code, connecting product and system design to real human needs and business goals. Today, we're taking that one step further, looking at how those ideas apply specifically when we're building AI products. Because let's be honest, powerful AI that people can't use or trust, that's not innovation, that's just noise. Let's dive in. We often talk about building great AI systems, things like accurate models, large data sets, and impressive outputs. But the real magic happens when we build systems that truly understand people, respond to context, and actually earn trust. Whether you're designing models, building interfaces, or scaling systems, human needs can't be an afterthought. And that's exactly where human-centered design comes in. It's not just about adding UX after the fact. It's about thinking human first from day one. Human-centered design forces us to ask the right questions early and often. Questions like, who's using this? What are their goals, fears, blind spots, and constraints? Where might trust break down? And where might power dynamics emerge? There are three key moments in an AI system's lifecycle where human-centered design has a real impact. At the input stage, this regards data collection and labeling. At the interaction stage, this regards prompt design and UX. And at the evaluation stage, and this regards feedback loops, usability, and trust. Let's break these down. You can't build trustworthy AI on bad data, and you definitely can't build inclusive AI on narrow data. Human-centered design prompts us to ask, are we collecting data that actually represents our users? Who's missing? Whose voice is not in the data? Were humans involved in labeling? Did they receive clear guidance, or were they just guessing? Some of the best machine learning teams out there embed social scientists, researchers, or ethicists right into the dataset creation process from day one. Why? Because your model only learns what you feed it, and if that diet is biased, the outputs will be biased as well. In many GenAI products, prompts are the core user interaction, making prompt design a foundational element of the user experience. Designing them well is about more than just achieving technical accuracy. It's fundamentally about understanding and aligning with users' mental models. So we need to ask, do our prompts reflect how users actually speak, think, and behave in their natural language? Do users clearly understand what they can expect from the system's capabilities and limitations? How effectively can they recover from confusion or gracefully navigate instances of failure? How do users provide feedback? And critically, will we actually act on that feedback to improve the system? What specific cues and interactions foster and maintain trust within this experience? Just as we collaboratively design graphical user interfaces in traditional web UX, designers and engineers should actively co-create these prompt-driven interactions for AI. We need clear onboarding processes, graceful and informative error messages, and robust safeguards against both misuse and over-reliance on the AI's output. Now let's talk about a piece that's often overlooked: evaluation. Most teams primarily test for accuracy, but in essence, evaluating AI purely on technical accuracy is like evaluating a car solely on its engine's horsepower, without considering if it's comfortable, safe, or easy to drive. For an AI product to be truly successful and integrated into human lives, its human-facing aspects must be rigorously evaluated. That's why human-centered design-minded teams also test for alignment, trust, and usability. They ask questions like, can people understand why the model responded the way it did? Can they challenge it, correct it, or report issues? This is where companies like Root Signals come into the picture. My friend Ari Haljaka and his team are doing incredible work helping developers evaluate LLMs in production, especially in RAG pipelines. Ari and his team are building tools that go beyond just performance metrics to answer questions like, Is the model safe? Is it reliable? Is it contextually relevant? Is it truly useful in the hands of real people? It's a perfect example of human-centered design in action with GenAI solutions, where it matters the most. If you're building AI systems, the most impactful questions are often those you ask at the very beginning, before the first line of complex code. Here are a few essential human-centered questions to pose early and often. First, who is this solution really for? And are they generally in the room as we design? This helps ensure we're solving actual problems for diverse users. Next, what assumptions are we making about how people will naturally interact with the system? And how can we test those assumptions? What happens when the system inevitably gets it wrong? And how will users understand and recover from that? How do users give feedback effectively? And critically, will we actually act on that feedback to improve the system? What does trust explicitly look like in this specific experience? And how are we designing to build and maintain it? Are we inadvertently creating or amplifying biases? And how will we actively mitigate them to ensure fairness across all user groups? How much control do users have over the AI, ensuring appropriate human oversight and agency? What are the potential broader societal impacts, both positive and negative, that we should consider from day one? By grappling with these deeper human-centric questions early on, we can build AI solutions that are not just intelligent, but also responsible, usable, and truly beneficial. Human-centered AI design is not about making things prettier. It's about making them work for real people in real-world conditions. Because at the end, the human is not an afterthought. They're the entire point. What do you think? Where have you seen human-centered design show up or missing in AI development? Please drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear from product builders, engineers, researchers, strategists, anyone working at this intersection. I would love to hear from you. And if this gave you something to think about, please follow, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks again, and I'll see you around.